All right, hello there, and going live here for my first time live stream. And today we're gonna, or well, I say we because there is a guest here, but today we're gonna talk about Wolfpack and do a little unboxing. And we have a special guest with us today here, and that is the designer of Wolfpack, Mike Bertucelli. Yeah,
Hey
Mike, how
everybody,
you doing, buddy? Hey.
doing well, doing well.
Good, good, good. So yeah, we're gonna do a little unboxing. You can add some information on it. Correct me when I'm wrong, which I'm sure you will be doing a lot of.
I doubt it. You know the game.
So, but let me bring in that one here, this camera, and we'll switch to let's see this view maybe, and bring this on over here. Yeah, there we go. So now we can look at that. All right. So I'm gonna get my camera adjusted here. So first off, the artwork is just fantastic on this. I really like how this thing looks. You had now you had a new artist for this, right? One that you found.
I did. Yeah, Tomas Nazinski. He was a playtester. He's one of our playtesters, and he offered to do some playtest art, which I had made some, and it was all right. Nothing great. He wanted to take a shot at doing the playtest art. I told him, sure, give it a shot, and it was really, really good. It was really good, and I was in line for Terry Leeds, but Terry is really backed up. It's hard to, it was going to be a long wait to get
Yeah,
Terry. Terry did Tank Duel, and I decided that I really didn't want to wait. We were going to look for an artist, and then Thomas he wanted to take a shot at the real art at the time. Um, I didn't have a choice. I didn't have an artist. Sure, give it a shot. Mark Simonich, I showed Mark he was the director of art at the time. I said,
yeah,
I showed it to him and the playtest art, and he said, "Oh, this is great. Let's give him a shot." So he came back with a render of the subboard, and it was amazing. Looked great. Loved it. Did everything I asked him to do. So we gave him the job. So this was his first job with GMT, and now he's on the payroll a little bit. Right, we're using him for more jobs, which is really cool. And Thomas and we probably worked on it together for well over a year and a half, maybe two, that we worked together all the time on it, and it came out just the way I wanted it to come out. It was sorry about the
that's all right.
dogs. Um, yeah, but yeah, it came out. It came out just the way I wanted it to look. So I was really happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm this box cover, and I remember you emailing me and or texting me and say, "Oh, I got some new art. You want to come on and check it out?" And I did many times, so we checked it out. And he really was putting in some good stuff. And we got Jester. Well, Jester, welcome to my first live broadcast. I'm glad that you're here. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to open this up here, and of course GMT. Now I think I said that before. Your box weighs 6 pounds 6 ounces. There's a lot of stuff in this thing. And
There's a lot of
one
stuff
of the
in
things
there.
too I wanted to show everybody if I can. Let me see while I'm holding it in. Is let's see, get a good shot of that. You got some side art on this thing too. The different
Yeah, both
torpedoes,
types of torpedoes.
the different
The two
class,
types of torpedoes, and the
yeah, the different
two
class.
different U-boats.
So that's really cool. I forgot. See there, I already messed up the box opening. I forgot to show the back of the box, which everybody shows. Now,
They're very important.
yeah. Now, so you got the artwork, a lot of your stuff laid out here, game contents, a little talk here, which we're not going to go through. We have you here, so we don't need that. You're the designer, game developer is Joe Toppin on that.
Yep,
Card cover Thomas. How's his Nedzinski? That was his last name.
and the Zinski. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, Kai helped you on the booklet. I see. Art director
yeah.
Justin.
Kai and I did all of the books. Kai and I did together. She's a great writer. She could. I'm a horrible writer, so she put all of my thoughts and ideas. We worked together, and came up with the rule book together.
She's a very,
She did
very
an
good writer.
outstanding. The other one that we really need to mention, he doesn't get enough credit here because he came on really late. He really ended up being a second developer. Was Bruce Mansfield.
Bruce Mansfield.
Bruce did all the play aids with me, and yeah, he was a big help. He was pretty much a second developer.
Nice. Well, this thing is complexity 6, solitary solid. Suitability is 9, very high because it is a good solitaire game. It is even a better co-op game, in my opinion. I think it's awesome.
I I enjoy playing a co-op. It's nothing better than to watch your buddy go to the bottom.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, a lot of times when I play co-op with you, it's you that's going to the bottom, actually.
I'm the one that's always going to the bottom. Yeah, don't play like I do.
All right, so we have on top here we have your Wolfpack instruction manual here, and it's got some nice artwork in it too. It's very nicely laid out, good colors to it. I like all of your color combination on this stuff, which a lot of people don't talk about when they go through things. But yeah, good explanations. I think you laid out everything really well, and we're going to really talk about that when we get to your player aids. They really look cool. But yeah, torpedo movement, destination. That
Yeah, you're in the playbook. You're in the playbook with all of our examples of play for all the different, phases
yes.
of
Oh
the
yes, this
game.
is the playbook. Well, why is that? All right, that's what they had on top. But I think these now you sent this over to me. I looked at it a little bit, but it's funny what a difference is when you're looking at an actual book and when you're looking at the files like on your phone and tablets.
Yeah, it's true. Very, very
But
true.
yeah, the coloring is
People sh people should also know John, nerd here, he was one of my real good play testers on this.
yeah.
So he knows the game really well.
Well, somewhat. I always was a play tester with you, so it was nice having you around to go. Wait a minute, what happens now? Which card do I
Yeah.
draw?
Yeah.
Well, I think you like play testing with me because I shot everything all the time. I didn't wait.
That's what I like. I need all kinds of different play testers.
Yeah. So now wasn't your art designer, was he a play tester first? I
Yeah.
thought he was
He
play yeah,
was
he
a
was play testing with us, wasn't he?
Yeah, Tomas was a play tester
Let's
first.
get, let's make us a little bit bigger. There we go. I like that. And I'll just move this on over so we can see it. That still all works. So yeah, I thought he was a playtester there. So okay, so now I have the actual rule book here, and this is it's pretty hefty.
It's a lot of pages, but if you'll notice
Yeah.
that most of the pages, and that was a big worry for me because the first thing people do, like you just did,
Oh, look at
is
that.
they go to the back and they go 72 pages. Oh no.
Yeah, but see,
But if you look at the
yeah,
pages,
exactly.
right, there's 2 pages there with nothing, I mean, pictures, right?
Yeah,
The whole rule book is full of that. You'll go to many pages in there and it'll be just 3 or 4 lines of actual rules and the rest are all
yeah.
examples
This
and,
this is a perfect example. You got one third of a page, that has reading on it,
yeah,
and the same way here, And I like that you use a lot of illustrations too for the rule explanations. I think that really
well, they do
really
say,
helps.
right, a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Exactly. And here's another one. Here's just a chart on this side. But yeah, I think this looks really good. Now, I've tried not to look at it too much before I did the box opening. I know I'm late on the box opening. Everybody else has already, done stuff, but yeah, that is really, really cool. And torpedo attack, yeah. So this all just See, another example of what you were just saying. It's a lot of pages, but a lot of it is a visual learning, which is
Yeah,
I am
I
very
mean,
much a
I
visual
tried
learner.
I tried to do that, right? I tried to make it where it's kind of the best of both worlds. A lot of people are really they need the, examples and pictures, and it's hard to write a rule book to please everybody because everybody learns it different ways.
From a different.
So I try to do my best to take care of everybody with
Yeah,
this.
no, I agree with you. Well, I'm a teacher. That's the same thing. Everybody learns differently. And we got Wardrobe in
Yeah.
here. Thank you, Wardrobe, for Wardrobe Plays for coming, or Wardrobe, I should say, Plays for coming. Yeah, and a lot of graphics. It is very well done. Really, really well done book here, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and read it again because last time we played, there's stuff that I've missed, so I have to get my knowledge back up and start playing it again. But yeah, we were at GMT West. This is that was one of my favorite games. I think I played it with you twice. Um,
Yeah.
but I do like this game a lot. Now,
Yeah, we're looking forward to GMT West this April because it'll be the first time that the game will be there. We've already got one game with Bruce Mansfield already set up. We're going to continue our campaign there.
yeah, and here's your first player's aid. You have a couple different ones here, and each player aid does that not cover a different like this covers U-boat movement. So this is B. And let me see if we can find A here. Okay, patrol setup.
The first one is A.
What's that?
You're right. That first one, open that one up,
That's it.
and then the inside that's A.
There you go.
That's your whole sequence of play.
Yeah, and it you have all, and I like how you use a flow chart. So if you go to something and say, okay, well, I'm right here. All right, so that's not what I do here. I did this. Oops, I'm doing this. You move to the next one, and that really makes it.
It was.
Go ahead.
It was heavily inspired by Jerry White because I really enjoy Jerry White is a good friend of mine. I think he's a great designer, and his rule books and play aids I think are outstanding. So it gave me inspiration to be in that type of
Yeah,
to do it a little bit like he does.
and I think you did great. And again, the graphics are great. Let me turn off my overhead light here. I just noticed. See if I can make that a little. There you go, a little easier to see, so not so much reflection. But yeah, and I like how you have you even show the picture of the dice that's going to appear on the card. Now it's funny that you have pictures of dice all around here, but there's no dice in here.
There's no dice in the game.
So here we have the patrol setup, and then coming on the backside of the camera.
Yeah, that one there is used for all the different setups for every type of patrol. Campaign, short campaign,
Yep.
single war campaign, and single patrol. You use that for all of them.
Now, I like how you even have a coffee cup here. But yeah, that looks really starting location, torpedo loadout, all of that. And then this one here is we come into. Let's look at this one first because this would be your escort refit and U-boat damage effects, which damage does happen, people, when you play this game.
It does.
And anti-submarine warfare, and on the attack.
Yeah,
map.
you've got on the left side you have the patrol map. The right side is the attack map.
Yeah. And surface gunnery attack and escort depth chart. And that's one thing that I love about your game is that when you're playing with 4 people and one person is sitting there getting all those depth charges going, everybody's waiting for the next card to see what happens.
I know.
That's really cool.
To watch me die.
Well, we're hoping that you don't.
I know. Well, I don't know. Everybody likes it when the designer goes to the bottom.
No, we don't like losing the ship because that affects everybody when the ship goes down.
That's true.
And
very true.
Yes, Jester. Words are long, pictures are short. Absolutely. So they are worth 1,000 words. But additional U-boat fate, yeah. So and then the U-boat fate is for the ones that you send out other U-boats that aren't in the game that you're actually physically playing, and they're out someplace else doing their thing. And
right. Yeah, when you're playing a campaign game, you could send out additional U-boats to go out and do their own patrols, and you're not going to know what happens to them until the end of the game. Do they make it back or not? We'll find out at the end.
Yeah. Oh, you give quite a few of these. Oh, and on the back. So yeah, so the Wolfpack campaign when you play, and for those that don't know, you do play. You can play single ones, but you can also can put them all together for a campaign. And as you progress through here, it gets relatively rough, doesn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it starts off, doable, and it gets progressively harder through each of the 6 war periods that you have to play.
Yeah,
You have to win for the big campaign, which is really designed around the game is really designed around the big campaign. You're playing 6 war periods with 3 patrols in each, possibly 3 patrols in each, and you have to win 4 of the 6 to win the campaign.
yeah,
You should win the first 3. Good luck winning one of the last 3.
yeah. those are those are always. And on the back here, and I'll just pull one of these off. And on the back here, you have your crew enhancement track, and as you progress through, you can give your crew a little more knowledge and a little more in abilities and things that they can do.
Yep.
So that's very cool. And
It ties a little bit of role playing into it.
that is true. Let's see. I think so. You have 2 sets of these, then, right?
2 sets of the double fold out ones, because those are used the
Yeah.
most. Yeah.
And training scenario sequence of play.
That's our training scenario right there, and, um, what we did, this is how I encourage people to play the game, is to pick up this training scenario right here, and it'll give you the rules that you need to read right there. Those are all the rules references in the book that you need to do, and you'll have no AI to go against. And that's the biggest chunk, really, of the rule book is running the AI. So you get to learn how to maneuver your U-boat, fire your torpedoes, do damage do everything except the AI stuff. And there's not a lot of rules involved. And then once you're really comfortable with how your boat works and all the mechanics that you can do, then you add in the AI and just take it slow. First time you play through the game, there are things going to happen. You're not going to understand why until further down in the turn
Yeah.
sequence. A lot of people will play, by the time they play it like once through, it's like an aha moment, right? The light bulb goes on. You think, oh, I understand why I should or shouldn't have done that earlier. So, yeah, that's the way that we set it up to try to make it as easy as it is to learn.
Yeah.
Plus, there are teaching videos that Tony Board Game Life and I did
Yep.
on GMT website.
Yeah.
So you go over there and watch us play a game, do a full teach and play through
That's true.
of a patrol.
And the nice thing about what you and Tony are doing is you bring in other people to add to your campaign game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you have
we
different.
have an online campaign, and we're doing a short the half campaign, the first half campaign, and we've been bringing in people to play with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Single war period setup. So if you want to do just a single mission, this is the one
Yep.
to use. And early campaign setup. And now we get into the full campaign setup. So now we get into the meat of it here. And these are the things that you want to go after. Let me see if I can raise it up a little bit and get a little better shot. So these are your convoy ships markers. And then as you discover what they are, they flip over. No, actually I flipped that over wrong, didn't I? I was supposed to go in the direction that you designed it to make it easier. Just like that.
There you go. Top flip, baby.
Yep. Right. So right there, when you first see them, that's all you see in your periscope is just the ship. You don't know what it is, and until you get close enough, then you can see what it's worth and how big it really is, and if you should shoot at it, which you do. And this is you got 5 sheets in here. So this one,
And we have 4 full sheets and 1 half sheet.
yeah, down the bottom, I think the half sheet is, isn't it? So
Yeah.
these are all of your markers that we'll show you in a minute here that are going to go on your player card, on your sub card. I guess that's what you call it, right? Your player card.
Yeah, it's your U-boat board.
There you go. Your actual ship there, your actual U-boat sub. And another one there. And yeah, don't the homing we don't like too much. False contact, that's our favorite right there.
Yeah, we love the whale counter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like how you have the whale on it. And then medium damage on the back there. Lost contact's also a favorite.
Right? Who doesn't love whales?
What's that?
Who doesn't
Well,
love
I
whales?
can't think of anybody. So
Yep.
yeah, here's all your other counters there. So you have enough for all four players to uh, basically have everything that they need on here. All right, and then this is your map. Oh, geez, this thing is heavy. Wow, that's a big map. We'll look at that in a sec here once we get done. And we got our bags here, which I know Jester was probably waiting to see.
Yeah, we'll make sure there's a bag of baggies
Yeah,
in
that,
there.
that goes back a while, folks, for Jester. All right, so here's your other half one that has the rest of your markers. So you actually have your U-boats here, and then your torpedoes on this one. And I like too that your counters are all clipped already. You know, I like that the corners are
Yep,
all clipped.
pre-rounded.
So that makes it easy for guys like me who have to clip all the time. And then we have our
No,
U-boat subs here, sub cards. And on one side, so we have W, X, Y, and Z for the 4. And you have your class 7 on one side. And then on the other side, you have your class 9, which are just larger but slower U-boats. Would that be a
yeah, take a little bit more damage than 7.
yeah? So uh, not too bad to have, but they do not come up as quickly. And then here are your cards, which you can see I haven't even opened these yet. So you have 4 sets of cards. And let me see if I got. Oh yes,
There's actually
probably shouldn't handle the razor knife on live, but we'll take a chance.
I think you'll be all right.
You've not been around me when I eat, then
But
I see.
I've got faith in you.
All right. So you have your patrol deck, your battle deck here. So let's see. And you have some cool artwork on the back here too. I mean, there's some nice artwork there.
Yeah,
And so this is the main ones that you're going to be drawing most of the time for a lot of stuff that you do at the beginning. And then you're going to get, oh, there's some more there. No, these are all battle decks.
no,
Yeah, hold on a sec. There we are. There's
the,
your patrol.
the,
I don't want to get them
yep,
mixed up too much. So yeah, here's your patrol. So these are the cards that you use when you first go out and start your patrol, and it tells you what's happening. And then when you come back in, it also lets you know what's happening to you, what damage or things that could happen, and they could be good and bad and uneventful.
yeah. They're basically little event cards, right? You have a transit event out to the shipping lanes and a return to base event, which something may have happened to you on the way back to France.
Man, I'm gonna have to buy some extra card sleeves for all these cards.
240 of them,
How many?
240.
Wow. All right, so here's some more. There's combat deck there. So these are
You got an angle
yeah
deck and a combat deck
yeah.
there.
This is the angle here, and you lay them out when you're attacking, and that's done on your actual board or next to your actual board right here on those.
Yep.
And then this one here, these are your combat deck. And let me get a couple of them up there so people can see.
Two different angles. One part of the card is used for one mechanic, and the other part of the card is used for a different
Yep,
mechanic.
and that's why they're flipped upside down. So basically, this card would be like that. These two cards.
Yep. Using the left part of the blue, and then the other one.
All right, and then,
That's for resolving torpedo attacks.
yeah. And then the last one I'm going to cut open here. Well, all right, so I can put the sharp object away now.
We're all safe. Nobody has to panic. No 911 call.
There's this guy on YouTube that's bleeding pretty bad. I
Yeah.
want to do something about that. Okay, and so this is our ASW attack deck. And so these are the damage that you can do to ships.
Nope. That's damage that can be done to your U-boat.
That's right. Heavy. Oh yeah, because you've got the depth right there. These are the okay.
Yeah.
And then this is still the damage that's done
Yeah.
to you. And whether your torpedo strikes and the damage is done to them, and then that's the damage that's done to the ships on this card.
Yep.
Right? You know, and
yes, sir.
And again, I got to say, you know, when we flip the cards over on Vassal, it's just so different than having an actual card. You know, and look at them. I mean, these cards really look.
I mean, listen.
I mean, the artwork, the design layout, everything is just very clean. Really nice look. Really nice looking. I mean, they look.
Spent a lot of time doing it. Lots and lots of trial and effort.
Yeah, you did good, buddy. I mean, I think you did good. You know, I like this game, so I'm happy that I'm getting the box done because I can start setting it up now. All right, so let me move this stuff out of the way so that we can take a look at the. I don't know how much of this map I can get in, but we'll do our best as our dogs attack the door out there. All right.
That's what they're good for.
So, okay, so let's see how close we are. All right, so this is the first side of the board. I can't get it all in, but here's the actual playing board. And this is the smaller convoy.
Yep, that is a small convoy. On the reverse side, there's a large, and it looks basically exactly the same. There's just a couple of extra rows to the convoy.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's two above and below, right?
No, one on top, one on the bottom.
Yeah, and so the way the convoy is laid out, and hopefully I don't have too much glare on this, is that you have larger numbers in the center, smaller numbers outside, which generally, but not always, mean that you're going to have different size ships there that you can score your points for the tonnage and the victory points.
The Allies tried to protect their most valuable cargo ships and put them in the middle of the convoys.
Yeah. And here's the outer board that you play for the first 8 or 10 turns.
Yep.
Playing on the outer, and then you get in the inner board. That's when the action starts happening. And then over here we have our depth that our subs are at, and all our subs are right here. And up towards the top here, right there, we have the turn track, convoy speed, weather, time of day. All that stuff's determined at the beginning there. Well, at least this is right here. And then you have a sequence of play right here that you follow. And I like how you have the 3 color-coded there, so that when you're on the outside of the board, out here, you just follow those three parts.
Yeah, the lighter colored phases are just for we call it patrol portion of the map, that outer ring.
Yeah.
You only use those 3 phases, and then once the first U-boat gets into the attack portion, that inner part where your hand is, that's when the whole sequence of play opens up.
Correct. And then you have all of those. Yeah. So it's really cool. You know, I like this game a lot. I mean, you know that. I've really enjoyed playing this game with you and testing it out, and it was just a lot of fun. I think people are just once they get playing this game, they're really gonna want to get into it and do the campaign. This is the thing I like about this game too. And let's see, we'll just get rid of that camera for right now. If I remember how to work everything here. There we go. and get us back into the picture here. But I think the thing that I really like about your game here is that um, unlike other submarine games, although they're fun, there's a lot of dice rolling. Um, I don't think you have as much decision making as you do in this game. I think there's certain points where you're even when you're underneath the ships and they're going to be dropping all kinds of stuff on you and blowing up next to you. You still have a choice of how you want to react. Whether you're going to dive, go
Yeah.
silent, do stuff, and I think that's what I like about this game is that there's a lot of decisions on how you can do it. You know,
Yeah, a lot of those other, and that's one of the reasons why I designed the game, because really the only other game that is like this is you have to go back to an old Avalon Hill submarine,
yeah,
which, I love that game. And but it's a 1980s game. The rule books are huge and no pictures, and it's not as easy to play. So I wanted, and the rest of them are what they call narrative driven games, right?
exactly.
It's it's rolling dice, it's checking charts and see what happens to you, which is
Yeah,
fine. A lot of people love those games. I wanted a tactical U-boat game, and there wasn't one out there. So, you know what they always say, if you want a game, design it yourself.
yeah. Well,
So
some of us
that's
have that
that's
talent,
what we
others of
did.
us don't. So you
Yeah,
have it, but yeah, I mean that's I like the fact that this game allows you to participate more so in it and change the outcome as compared to the other ones where you pretty much I wouldn't say that you're a spectator going along in it, but it is a lot where you're like you said, you're dice rolling, you're seeing what happened, checking charts, and oh well, okay, this happened,
right.
and and a lot of times
I mean,
you just die.
they're widely very, very popular, and
Oh yeah.
and they're good game. People love them, which is great.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons is that you still have a story that you can go in the campaign and you can put everything together to develop. You have an investment there, sort of like
With the crew enhancements, like when you start a boat out and they have no experience and they get through, 3 or 4 or 5 patrols, all of a sudden you've got an investment. You've spent a lot of experience points upgrading your crew, and when one of those goes to the bottom, that really
yeah, yeah,
hurts, and you really get invested in each one of your different U-boats.
yeah, and like I said, when you're playing cooperative with four other people, the other three people are just like, ah, I didn't want to lose that one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Mike, I really want to thank you for joining me on my first live broadcast here, and talking about the game. And I think you're going to have a winner here, and I look forward to GMT in April to get down and get a group playing it again, and having some
Yeah,
fun with
yeah,
it.
we'll have to do that. I appreciate you unboxing and having me
Oh,
on,
I,
John.
I, I thank you for coming on, and I think the people that showed up. I've only seen two in there. I don't have. I should have a. I'm learning. I should have a screen open where I can see all the chat and see who's all there. But I appreciate everybody that did show up and people who made comments and Jester and Wardy Robe. I appreciate you guys talking and putting in input. That all is welcome. And other than that, any last words, Mike, before we sign off?
Nope. Thanks for doing it, and I hope everybody who has the game is enjoying it.
I'm sure they are, and I know now I'm going to be punching out stuff tonight and getting it organized so I can play. All right, everybody,
Excellent.
thank you much for joining us. I will try to do more of these in the future. We'll see how they work out, and I appreciate you being there. So everybody, take care.